Right, we've got these lads have turned up to speak. Unfortunately, the council can come down on the organisers. We have a good relationship, so lads, I'm sorry, man. We're going to have to end it here, which means I'm sorry. I feel bad. They're going to. We don't want any trouble. There's a load of riot police out the back. Right. Thank you, everyone who's turned up here today. Thank you. Thank you. And we're going to have to come back and finish this off. Sorry, lads. Lads, we're planning already the next event. Unite the Kingdom, unite the West. London has been chosen as the battleground. Go to the web. We have a website, utk.events. We'll keep you updated with the next date. Thank you for the way you've impeccably behaved. You've embarrassed them. And lads, as I said, young Bob, you've all followed young Bob. Let's hear it for him. Cole Benjamin, everyone, let's hear it for Cole Benjamin. He's been around since the start. Andrew Bridgen, the only MP, the only one. And Billboard Chris, who's travelled here from Canada. Right, everyone, we'll end it on Jerusalem, so then as we're leaving, yeah? Can you You can only, lads. Right, everyone, as we leave, we'll ask that everyone leaves via Victoria. Once again, thank the police. We've overstayed our time, but we're very grateful for the way this has been policed and the day we've had, yeah? So now we'll as we leave in an orderly fashion to the most beautiful tune of Jerusalem. Right, remember everyone, leave a vote.
What a day. What a day. I am joined by Andrew Eborn of the Andrew Eborn Show, Don Keith of The Real Beef.
Yes, sir.
With Don Keith, a close ally of Tommy Robinson. Okay, can we get to the breaking news first, though? The police forced this day to be wrapped up before all of the speakers had finished. Andrew, you were hearing what was going on backstage.
I've heard reports about what's been covered by the mainstream media.
Yes.
And they're talking about the troubles and so on and so forth. The reality, this has been a big, fun celebration, a family day, which is what Tommy and the various other people were emphasising. We're going to be here. It's all about freedom of speech. It's all about coming together. And it's been a wonderful,
So why have they
atmosphere.
ended it?
I don't know. And what we were saying on stage is that Westminster Council were going to cancel the whole thing. And so he had to turn around and say, let's talk to the people, let's go talk to the authorities. And the great news is, and well done him for doing this, he turned around and said the police were so supportive, they wanted him to do it. So it has been a brilliant event. I have to say, it's been fantastic seeing old friends and new coming together to say freedom of speech is great. What I also love, Tommy's been on my show several times, as you know, Elon Musk, his father Errol was on. Elon Musk was there.
Yes.
How good was that?
That was one hell of a moment.
Well done, Elon. Thank you for that. Brilliant.
Don Keith, though, it is a real shame because, think about this, there were some incredible people we didn't get to hear from.
Right.
Young Bob, who was the representative for Turning Point UK.
Right.
He was going to be paying tribute to that man, Charlie Kirk.
Right.
He wasn't allowed to speak. Carl Benjamin of Lotus Eaters, he wasn't allowed to speak. I say shame on the police for not allowing this peaceful event to go on.
Yeah, you know, it's too much free speech for the Labour government. They're probably all breaking out in hives today.
Yes.
But yeah, like you said, they'll do anything to put a damper on such a great event, and it was very peaceful. Everybody had a great time. You know, this is the 6th one of these I've been to, Dan and Andrew. This is the 6th one. This is the most massive I've ever seen.
You're an OG.
Yeah, I'm an OG. I'm an honorary Brit, is what Tommy calls me. But yeah, it was so electric. The energy was incredible. When we were marching here, the weight of the crowd was so much. My ribs were like caving in because the people were just so massive.
Well, this is different.
Yeah.
Come on, let's admit, you know, all of you have done incredible work to
Thank
get
you.
us to where we're at today.
Thank you.
But today was different. So I can actually reveal to people today, I have been receiving text messages from senior people within Reform UK
Wow.
saying, we are having to take note of what's happening
Right,
today.
right.
Senior people within the mainstream establishment media in this country saying after what happened today, Nigel Farage has to be very nervous. What do you think,
I
Andrew?
think that's absolutely right. Well, Ben Habib, as you know, has been a regular also on the show. It was great to hear him speak. And you turned around and said, a shame on the other politicians who basically have sidelined Tommy. And whatever the history might be, the message is so clear, isn't it? Don't shoot the messenger. Free speech is what it's all about. The reality here, it was a wonderful, unifying experience where people turned around and said, we have to have the right. What I don't get, Dan, as well, is how there can be an alternative, how there's an anti-demonstration. This was about free speech. How can you be against free speech? It makes no sense at all, but all credit to people sitting up and listening now.
And I mean, Don Keith, would it have done Nigel Farage any harm to be on this stage today?
No, not any harm at all. As a matter of fact, the invite has been extended to Nigel and Reform since these began, but apparently Nigel doesn't have the courage to come out like a Ben Habib did. Tell me how much courage it took Ben Habib when no other politician will stand at a huge, I mean, almost 1 million people here. And there's 1 million people here, and the only person who had courage from a major party, well, it's going to be a major party,
Yes.
It was Ben Habib. Now,
Not
that's courage, that's leadership.
Not one elected member
Not
of
one.
Parliament.
Not
one.
one.
Ben Habib is not an elected member of Parliament. That is a real shame.
That's right.
But I do wonder, given all of these people who are looking at what's going on, if the next rally things might change.
Well, they have to change, absolutely, on that sort of basis. Of a few years before the next election, you need to turn around. Doesn't matter about the messenger. Listen to the people on the streets and the joy that they had, and they welcomed Ben as the only politician.
Yes.
He got
He
that
got a
drink.
huge response.
Oh, wasn't that fantastic? But what it was the message. And we're on that
Yes.
sort of basis. We're listening to you, the people. That's the key.
But look, the huge news line out of today, Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Like,
For sure.
massive
For sure.
moment.
Yeah.
It was about a 20 minute
Yeah.
20 minutes.
back and forth. Now, honestly, any journalist in this country, as Ezra Levent said to me, any journalist in this country would want a 20-minute back and forth with Elon Musk. What was fascinating, I think, is that surely now, no mainstream media organisation in this country can say that Tommy Robinson is not a journalist, because he asked the questions of Elon Musk
That's right.
about the future of our country
right.
in a way that no mainstream journalist in the UK has been able to.
That's exactly right. You know, you talked about GB News. It looks
Yeah.
like they made a step in the right direction today, too, because I understand they had a representative out here today, which is a first for GB News. So kudos to them for actually finally putting someone out here and reporting real news when nobody else will. Like Dan Wootton and yourself, you guys are out here always reporting the real news.
And does it matter now what the British Bashing Corporation says? I mean, they've described it as a far-right riot. Does it matter?
No, they can call us whatever they want to call
And
us.
that's the really sad thing, in the light of Charlie Kirk and that sort of stuff. Labelling people as far right just to shut up the message is wrong. And the sad thing, we should mention about Charlie Kirk, a lot of tribute paid to him today.
For good reason.
For good reason, absolutely. But the horrendous thing, he was trying to encourage dialogue.
Yes.
And that's all it was, peaceful dialogue, sit down and listen to an alternative message.
Absolutely, absolutely. But the left will not do that, will they? And I mean, as an American, how devastating have this week's events be?
It's very devastating. Charlie Kirk was, put this politics aside and, all the campus events he does and all those things. He was just a really good man. He was a father. He was a husband. He was just a good man, and he provided a platform to people where they could come and do it right. He wasn't a vicious person. He wasn't malicious. He debated the issues, which is what our government, our system of government was created to do. Here in the UK as well, we're supposed to, create a system where people could come out and debate, right? Cordially debate, civilly debate. He did it the right way, and they killed him for it.
Andrew Eborn, Don Keith, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
It's a real pleasure to see you. Take care.
And we're now going to speak to the man of the moment, Tommy Robinson.
How are we, bro?
You come in here, you've lost your voice.
I know.
You've lost your voice. But congratulations.
We came
An
and saw it,
incredible
good.
event. An incredible event. And for 20 minutes, you went back and forth with Elon Musk on stage.
I know.
How long have you been keeping that secret? And tell me how it happened.
Do you know what? I'm grateful to Elon Musk for everything. Do you know what you're witnessing today? I truthfully believe you're seeing the spark and the process for a cultural revolution in Great Britain. People are going to show pride in their nation again. We're going to celebrate our identity. You see the flags, they're never going away anymore. Our next generation will be brought up to love this country, show pride in it. There has been a globalist revolution for 20 years. We are the counter-revolution. None of that can happen without Elon Musk. With free speech, they're fighting for our free speech. I'm just very grateful. Do you know what I'm more grateful for? Do you know to put on this event? Do you know how much this costs? Do you know the average British person, £5, £10?
Yep.
We don't have no mass funding.
Yep.
I'm very grateful to them who made this possible. I'm grateful to the stewards. There were teams of stewards here, all volunteers, women, Kaz, Tony, Carla, groups of women who have come together to help organise this, that none of this day, it's not, I play a role, but none of this would have happened without the people donating, the people supporting, without security, without everyone coming together, and without the public turning up with the right attitude. Because the British public, they have a right to be so bloody angry.
Yes.
Right? They didn't bring anger today.
Yes.
Right? They didn't bring anger.
They didn't.
They brought love.
And when you think about what happened just this week to Charlie Kirk in America, we have got through today safely. Sure, the mainstream media...
Let's this be a message for Neil Oliver, for all the other people who tried to scare the public into standing up. You're as much, if you tried to scare people, you're as much of the problem. At the same time, many of us have got targets on us. You don't have, not just by the left, okay? Camilla Tominley, she said I'm a white supremacist, she put a target on me.
Yes.
Nigel Farage lied and said that I have convictions of violence against women. He's put a target on me.
Yes.
It's not right. We don't just have the far left or the left wing. Every establishment figure,
Yes.
right, left,
Yes.
if they're in the establishment group, they are lying, smearing and putting targets.
But unfortunately, there have been lies today, Tommy. I'm not sure if you're aware. The BBC, British Bashing Corporation, has spoken about a far-right demonstration. The Daily Mail splashed on its front page before the rally had even began, brace for violence. So it does feel like the mainstream media are still the big enemy.
They're digging their own grave. Do you know why? We had over 2 million watching live.
Yes.
Dan, how many of you had?
We have had over 1 million on YouTube today.
So
Over 1 million on YouTube already.
we are the media, and do you know those million who tuned into you, the 2 million who tuned into us, and the millions who turned up today?
Yeah.
They've seen it's the great British
Yes.
public. It's families.
Yes.
It's women. It's not far right.
No.
So now people can see they've lied to you about us. For over a decade, they've lied to you. We're not perfect, okay? We're not perfect, but we're not racist, we're not far right, we're not extremists. We love our country, man, and today, hope is is contagious, yeah?
It is.
We've given hope today. People will be going home from here thinking, wow,
Yes.
man, Britain's awake.
Yes.
Britain has told the world.
And by
I'm
the
so
way-
glad it happened in our capital.
And by the way, I do wonder if there is maybe a bit of an Overton window shifting moment with Reform UK. The chairman of Reform UK, who was a man called David Bull, posted a picture of the Patriots walking across Waterloo Bridge and said, these people are not far right, these are the silenced majority. Was it disappointing for you not to have a representative from Reform UK here today, not to have Nigel Farage on stage with you?
I tried our last demonstration to make peace. I said, we don't want to be at war with you, yeah? All we want to do, we want to create a cultural revolution. The 20 million who didn't vote, we want to get them, yeah? And we want to give them identity. Please just stop lying about us. That's all I ask. Stop.
But they haven't.
And if they stood up and said, I'm sorry, I got it wrong, I fought this, I fought that, then fair enough. But they double down, they keep doubling down. and lying, not just about me,
Yes.
but you see when he says this is not a far-right demonstration, it's his colleagues
Yes.
who have falsely tarnished all these people.
Correct.
So, again...
But I wonder if a political star was born today in Ben Habib. He got one of the biggest reactions outside of probably you, Katie Hopkins and Ant Middleton.
So, reform, and all I hear from supporters is, well, they have to separate from you. And it's like, they can't speak up for you. No, the public are fed up of that. Tell the truth. It don't matter who it's about, yeah? Tell the truth. Ben Habib has stood for truth. And today, I've said I joined Advance because any party that doesn't believe in free speech. So again, I hope Reform see the error of their ways,
Yes.
but they don't believe in free speech.
Well, look, let me tell you, just finally, I've had a lot of messages today from senior people within Reform UK. They are watching, and a very senior national newspaper editor messaged me today saying Nigel Farage will be watching that and be very, very concerned. So I think there is a big wake-up going on, and it's been a huge success today.
Nigel Farage, you need to apologise to my family for the lies you told. That's it, yeah? Me, personally, this movement needs a political party, and that political party, after today, is Advance UK.
Tommy, you did so bloody well. Go and get some sleep. Go and get some sleep. And thank you so much, yes of course, and thank you so much for your coverage today, your support today. We have been so proud to bring you this coverage, and of course, we will, sorry, these guys are just going, but of course, I'll let them listen.
Everybody came together.
Okay, I'm just disappointed that we didn't get to finish the event, so we're going to do a part 2, Unite the Kingdom. The next one's coming with world leaders that are going to be present in the next one. See you later.
Fantastic. Well done, mate.